The musty air of the basement clung to Amelia's clothes as she crouched beside the rickety cot. A pair of green eyes, dulled with age, blinked up at her. This was it, the cat she'd heard whispers about, the one living a life of forgotten solitude. "Hello," Amelia whispered, her voice soft and reassuring. The cat, a calico with a patched coat of gray, black, and white, remained still, her tail twitching ever so slightly. She'd been told this cat, known only as Patches, had never been outside. For almost 20 years, her world had been confined to the darkness of this basement, a damp and dusty space that smelled of cobwebs and forgotten memories. Amelia had stumbled upon the story of Patches through a local animal rescue group. She'd been volunteering there for a few months, drawn by a desire to offer solace to animals in need. The whispers about Patches, the cat who lived in the basement, had piqued her curiosity and touched her heart. When she'd arrived at the house, a sprawling Victorian mansion in a state of disrepair, she'd been surprised to find the owners, an elderly couple, quite friendly. They'd told her how Patches had come to live in the basement all those years ago. It had been a simple mistake, they claimed, a misunderstanding that had resulted in the cat's confinement. They'd fed her, played with her, even kept her meticulously clean, they assured Amelia, but they had never, ever taken her upstairs. Amelia knew they were hiding something. There was a nervous tremor in their voices, a flicker of guilt in their eyes. But she didn't press. She understood how easily a simple act of neglect could snowball into a lifetime of hardship. Now, she was determined to change Patches' fate. "It's okay, Patches," Amelia soothed, gently reaching out to stroke the cat's head. Patches leaned into her touch, her purr a low rumble in her throat. It was the first time Amelia had heard her purr, a sound that filled her with a bittersweet joy. It was a sound that had been silenced for too long. Amelia helped Patches into a carrier and, with the owner's reluctant agreement, took her to the animal hospital. "She's in rough shape," the vet said, her expression grave. "She has a tumor, and there are other sores and infections. She's been living in poor conditions, and her bones are weak. It's a miracle she's survived this long." Amelia didn't hesitate. "Do whatever you can." Then, one day, the vet called with good news. Patches had pulled through. The tumor was gone, the sores were healing, and she was gaining strength. Amelia took Patches home. It was a tiny apartment, but it was filled with love and warmth. Amelia had bought a scratching post, a bed of soft blankets, and a windowsill bathed in sunlight. She knew Patches had never seen sunlight before. At first, Patches was hesitant, bewildered by the new sights and sounds. But slowly, with gentle coaxing and unwavering patience, Amelia helped her explore her new world.